It's crazy, Moste. I know. All input devices have strengths and weaknesses. But he did a lot of electrics in a row. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, well, this motherfucker held and released zonk much better than I could on a stick on a pad. Yeah, remember when pad players used to hold 3 taps as ROG because it was easy to do on there and not easy to do on a stick or hitbox? That device has an advantage over mine on executing something with a character. Now, hold on. A hitbox is easier to do electrics, but on pad, it's easier to hold buttons and do half circles. So why the fuck is this advantage suddenly not matter because you don't feel like being like, well, it's actually easier on pad. You don't want to admit it? It is. I mean, we can admit it. We can just be honest. Like, doing an electric on hitbox is easier. It is, right? We can just say, yeah, it's easier. That's the thing about all of this. I think arcade sticks are the weakest execution device amongst all of the devices available. Anyway, you guys are all fucking crazy. It's time for match analysis. Bonchan Sagat versus Fuudo Birdy. I'm actually not that surprised that Bonchan picked Sagat. To be honest with you, I can't even say that it's like a super good, nice whip punish. It's a super good matchup pick for Sagat as opposed to picking Karen. Like, Karen Birdy is, you know, yeah, people don't like playing that matchup. It's better probably for Bonchan than playing, I guess, Karen, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that this is like, yeah, you know, Sagat crushes Birdy. Yeah, I mean, you have to jump it there. If you're Bonchan, actually, I think you uppercut that, because otherwise you get stuck in that crouching medium punch spot again.
Wow, it's the activation. It's a V-trigger 1 matchup, which I agree with. Goes in with that crouch medium, 1 hit away from taking this. Oh no, he just stopped right in front of him. I think he's looking for chip there.
I also like VT1 in this matchup for Fuudo, by the way.
-6 on block as well.
If he was playing on a hitbox, he would have uppercut. No, I think uppercut's harder on hitbox than stick, actually. You would know that if you played, I think, on hitbox and arcade stick, right? But, you know, it's a good thing you don't know. You should keep arguing about it, though. Wow, that was a great trade. Nice punish, too. I like crouching medium punch and immediate, or to light knee, right? Because light knee is, what's it called? Good for the knockdown, and it gives you V-skill. I think uppercut is harder on hitbox, for sure. At least me.
His first premiere this season. His first tournament this season, I believe. Really? Yeah, in terms of CPT. Second place finishes. Yes, he's missed the second place. Oh, wow.
Wow, that was a good punish.
Eating a donut at that time? He was indeed. His activation plus a V reversal straight away. Doesn't want to do that mix up. One of the great things about V-Trigger 1 is it can activate and put you in these nasty situations.
Nice. That's not so bad.
One more hit and he can kill Sagat here. Oh, no punish?
Eesh.
I think that is a dead Sagat.
That is indeed very little scaling here on the CA.
Oh my, this is alive. Sagat's helping.
I like walk up regular throw too. I think it's probably too risky to risk command throw.
Wow.
The only thing you lose there is uppercut, and uppercut doesn't kill you.
V-Trigger 1. But the distance on that bullhorn really changing up the fireball game you have to play. Bonchan's just going to go straight to rematch. This is his character for this matchup.
Decided. This is how he's going to approach the matchup.
We've seen him overcome Fuudo before really well, but I've also seen Fuudo absolutely annihilate him in this matchup.
Nah, you don't risk command throw there for sure. That's a good whip punish. I mean, I think it's harder to do uppercut on hitbox than stick. I always have. Same thing with half circle. Maybe somebody who plays hitbox thinks that half circles and uppercuts are easier on hitbox, but they struggle with some other input. I don't know.
The set goes on. Okay, nice interrupt here. Gets some corner carry. Yeah, Tiger needs to come in.
It's a nice Okizeme setup.
Back dashes out, but that's not medium again. Bro. Back dashes out.
That was pretty safe Oki from Fuudo. Not a kill, yeah. 2 bars and not a kill and not good Oki. That's bad. Yeah, there you throw high tiger. Oh, VT damage.
It reached a mile away, Z. An absolute mile away.
It only works because he had gone for that after being lulled, you know, scared of other moves. And that was the first time
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that was a well-spaced knee, actually. Spacing a raw knee well in this game is pretty tough, I think. Unless you have a setup for meaty knee, it's not easy. Nice. That right there is a good example. Crouching medium punch at far distances and a light knee is good. You don't want to do it from max range, though. I think because that's when the knee will miss. If they stand up, they get a little thinner on their hurt box, and it doesn't connect.
Safe jump set up there.
I think Birdy's always been okay. Even season 1, he was fine.
On the verge of going 2-0 here against Bonchan.
Oh, almost hit him.
V-reversal.
Reversal straight away. Doesn't want to deal with that plus frame.
You pretty much always V-reversal that to get the knockdown, right? There's not really a reason that you wouldn't want to. Especially in this matchup, like, nice. As good as Sagat's VT2 is for adding damage and stuff, I don't think you really need it that bad.
Reversal straight away. He's got a critical up.
Yeah, this is a one-touch game. You can't whiff anything as Bonchan, and yeah, you don't want to stick out a button to challenge that. Nice. You don't want to stick out a button to challenge the walk-up, because if he happens to walk back and hit medium punch, you die. Or if he hits counter hit medium punch, he just hit confirms critical art. EX Dolphin Dive is really good. Oh, beat the armor. This version, Birdy has pretty solid matchups against a lot of strong characters. That was a punish. He's good against characters like Karen, who's a really powerful character. He's fine against Rashid, who's another really good character. Fine against Akuma. Those are 3 very important matchups to be good, right? To be good with.
Nice use of the tiger shots there to keep that can away from him. So to keep Birdy away from him as the can approached.
Oh, it looks like a great set.
That's actually a pretty decently damaging anti-air, right? Sagat's anti-air options, particularly off crush counter roundhouse or when he has angry scar, are high. They're high damaging anti-airs. But he does need that hit to land. Yeah, he needs that crush counter roundhouse, nice. Or he needs like to have angry scar.
Bonchan makes it one apiece.
You can see in that previous round why it is that Bonchan believes, at least in theory, on paper, that
EX Dolphin Dive is good against Sagat because low tiger shots have a pretty high amount of recovery. So EX diving them is pretty easy. That's a big punish. And he takes the knee for the knockdown. Meaty fireball. He got a lot of chip on that. And you see him doing early jump heavy kick on the way down, so Fuudo can't anti-air. Yeah. Low tiger, high tiger, that's a punish. I mean, this is an example of what Sagat's zoning looks like against a character like Birdy, right? Who he has some pretty decent anti-fireball options, but he actually can get zoned out. Oh no. I think he was baiting an EX Bullhorn there. Oh, that's a punish. Car uppercut. He had angry scar and it still wasn't enough damage. That's huge. Wow, no crouching medium punch? I wonder if he worried about the trade. 2 things. One thing is the standing medium punch, no cancel here. He's looking for counter hit. Counter hit medium punch links in a critical art. Second thing is overhead. He's spaced out enough with the standing jab here and the overhead that he's far enough to get the EX dive. You don't want to do that too close or you can go over them.
He used every move in the command list.
What a comeback. What a comeback there from Fuudo.
You see that Fuudo still doesn't have a solution for the jump.
Nice. That's pretty good range to have EX Bullhorn ready to go through EX low tigers. Jump back was a good choice. He loses a little bit of space, but I think you're fine with losing space if the sacrifice is to get out of that crushing medium punch dive mix-up. Punish. Forward heavy kick. Nice. That's great damage and a knockdown and immediate tiger shot for chip and a V skill. That like punish is about as good as you can get. Set up. Oh shit, he mashed it. Can't V reversal, yeah, because he's already in V trigger. That's an okay trade. Oh shit, he walked far as fuck. EX, of course he's gonna throw EX shot. That forces the final, oh my god. That forces the final mix-up, but yeah.
How is it that the dive one tech, still a viable
Dude, EX dive is really good. EX dolphin dive is actually very good.
dolphin dives, and Fuudo giving the
He hasn't missed a single
You don't think it should hit you so much, but it's super good. I mean, because this character already has a bunch of forward advancing stuff that you have to respect all the time, right? EX bullhead, EX bullhorn, regular dive. He already has shit that you got to think about.
Oh, right
great
through.
timing. Gets
Gonna
Goki
get
off this as
Goki.
well.
Meaty
Yeah, backdash after is a good call. If you get air flipped out by a standing leg kick, who cares? Yeah.
Gets the back throw. Bonchan didn't know that he was gonna hit him.
He's almost got
nice
stunned here, but that wake up was
Yep, V skill. By late rising there, Fuudo gave free V skill, even if he would have got it after the meaty tiger shot anyway.
crouch medium, stand medium that worked out. And the
I like that crouching heavy punch buffer too.
something out here. All the
Just
buttons getting
mauling him.
punished.
Trying to harass the low light punch. Bonchan, what is he gonna do to get out? And so difficult in that position to really come back.
Yeah, Birdy's
Sagat-
got so much more range than Sagat, hasn't he?
His down jab's good at stuffing tiger shots and most of Sagat's buttons, like standing medium kick, standing heavy kick.
Right, gets the opening EX and a nice meaty
Interrupted.
roundhouse, but interrupted by Fuudo. This pressure.
This is bad.
Jab with the buffer. Okay.
Has to let fly. Smash
If that's blocked, he might be dizzy.
Fuudo now. Oh my days.
I think he reacted to the forward movement thinking it was a fireball. Damn, dude, that crouching heavy punch buffer, that's dizzy. That crouching heavy punch buffer was a big, like, problem this whole set. Buffering it under the to hit the fireballs, the standing medium kick, the standing heavy kick.
Win a semifinal in the grand final.
That's pretty good.